You know what's so funny is that, right?
Absolutely.
Are we practicing that? No. Isn't that funny how that works? And again, it goes back to, that's something that I always reflect on, is that whatever it is that I'm teaching in my classroom, whatever it is that I'm saying is this is important or this is how we need to do things, I need to also model that, and I need to make sure that I'm being transparent about that. So that's huge. Okay, so I would like to end our interview with what I think is one of the most important questions to ask, because the whole purpose is we're making change, right?
Right.
We're going to work together and make change, but we need solutions. So I want to hear from you what you feel like you need from educators, from me, to increase that student voice and that student choice. What would that look like? What would that feel like? What would that sound like? And I say this is the most important thing because you're providing those answers. And it's like you're passing the baton. I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to call upon my colleagues to say, we're going to do this. This is what we need to do. Okay, so I'm just interested in what you think that looks like, what that sounds like, and what that feels like.
Like you always say, seek to understand. Once you show empathy to us, we're going to open the door. We're going to open the door, and it's going to be on a transparent level where we're both on the same page. And so if we're not on the same page, we're not there. We don't have that link. But because I've heard from a lot of students, to be real with you, everybody's in a different place. Mm-hmm. People are sad, people are happy, people are angry, and the teachers don't know how to react. And it's nothing against them because they don't know.
Right.
But we need to have that balance, and we need to all be on the same level and be in the same book so we can all win.
And you know what? You mentioned that social emotional piece and that mental piece, mm-hmm. and we just don't touch that. We don't touch it.
There's no class on that. No.
Right. And so perhaps that's another reason why we're not asking and we're not inquiring. Because what do we do with that? Because I'll tell you, teachers, we're not trained on how to deal with that. You know, I mean, I took classes on my own. I paid for those classes. And the learning was profound. I told myself, I can't believe I waited this long for this, because I know that over the course of 15 years, I've had students every year who have struggled with mental illness. And for so long, I wouldn't have been able to recognize it, mm-hmm. okay? And I wouldn't even have known the support system within our building. So I think that's huge. Do you think it looks like a committee? Does it look like a committee, like bringing some students together? Does it look like the admin calling in students and asking them? I mean, what do you feel like in this moment we can do right now, even at Sudlow, for example, being very specific, to bring students to the table? To hear you, to see you, and to allow you to have choices. What do you think that would look like? And if you were to lead that, because you're very much a leader, what would you do?
Thank you. I would do just this. These conversations right here, this is the ground, this is the backbone for change. Mm-hmm. And if you don't converse, if you don't have the conversation, you're not going to know anything. And if you don't know nothing, nothing's going to change. But I believe if you have like a group of kids that just come together and they talk about what they're feeling, what they're thinking about, that's where change come around. Because some people know things that other people don't. Mm-hmm. Other people know things that some people don't.
So just listening. Right now, we need to start just having the conversation.
You can't learn until you listen.
I like that. Well, I really appreciate you participating in this and sharing your insight, because it's always powerful. And I have all the respect for you and all that you've taught me in the last 3 years.
It's mutual.
What people don't know is that I'm going to follow you into high school, and I'm only going to teach the one class that you need for language arts. Somehow we'll make that work. But anyways, again, thank you so much. And I look forward to continuing this conversation and bringing you back in when we have kind of a roundtable discussion. Absolutely. And we bring multiple people in. So thank you.
All right, thank you.